morning, Toby Johnson. I'm Miss Spinelli, and it's first period on Wednesday, December 16th, 2015.
That means it's time for First Things First on TJTV. I'm Mr. Shilen.
The Stop Motion Animation Club meeting today has been canceled because of today's minimum day schedule. The first meeting will be after winter break on Wednesday, January 6th.
The library will not be open until 1 p.m. on Friday, so you can't hang out outside the library. Go home, or hang out down the road at Round Table or McDonald's.
The textbook window is open at 7:30 a.m. through Friday, and will be closing today and Friday at 1:15 and at 3 p.m. on Thursday. So take care of that, getting your Team 2 textbooks turned in. Hey, Mr. Shilen, do you know what time it is?
I think it's time to talk. Sports Talk.
What's up, Jags? Mrs. Lewis taking over. You all know what time it is to talk. Sports Talk. Starting the day off with football, the Cardinals beat the Vikings 20-23. Shockingly, the Eagles beat the Bills 23-20. Sorry, Mr. Shilen. The Browns beat the 49ers 24-10. Sad day in the Lewis house. The Panthers beat the Falcons 38-0. And finally, Pittsburgh beat the Bengals 33-20. Jumping to basketball, Russell Westbrook, the Thunder's point guard, had a crazy play all by himself when he was inbounding the ball with 0.7 seconds to go in the second quarter. He bounced the ball off the back of Rodney Hood and then scored. Let's take a look.
This point has 7/10 of a second remain on the clock. Enough time to catch a quick shoot.
Thunder's last field goal was at the 6:06 mark of the quarter. Westbrook at the buzzer, got it. That could be a little bit of ignition. How about that? Westbrook off the back of Rodney Hood, recovers and scores it.
When you have no one to pass to, just throw it off the back like Russell did. The Thunder did end up winning 104-98. The Heat beat the Grizzlies 100-97. The Suns beat the Timberwolves 108-101. And the Raptors beat the 76ers 96-76. No surprise there. Well, it looks like by the hour on the clock, my time is up. It's been great to talk. Sports Talk.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Lewis. Way to talk the sports talk.
Do you have a difficult time keeping track of your student ID?
You're in luck. We're selling Toby Johnson lanyards in the student store for $5. They're available for purchase during your lunchtime.
You can start the new year off right, on the right foot, by purchasing your friend a New Year Gram. New Year Grams are on sale for $1 in the Student Store Annex after school.
Now let's learn some history from your favorite Aggies history teacher, Mrs. Ritchie.
This day in history.
In Boston Harbor, a group of Massachusetts colonists disguised as Mohawk Indians boarded 3 British tea ships and dumped 342 chests of tea into the harbor. The midnight raid, known as the Boston Tea Party, was in protest of the British Parliament's Tea Act of 1773. The tax allowed the East India Company to undercut even tea smuggled into America by Dutch traders, and many colonists viewed the act as another example of taxation tyranny. When 3 tea ships arrived in Boston Harbor, the colonists demanded that the tea be returned to England. After Massachusetts Governor Thomas Hutchinson refused, Patriot leader Samuel Adams organized the Tea Party with about 60 members of the Sons of Liberty. The British tea dumped in Boston Harbor on the night of December 16th was valued at some $18,000. And that is what happened on this day in history. I'm Mrs. Ritchie. Now back to you.
Thanks, Mrs. Ritchie. Royal J members, if you sign up to volunteer at the Royal J ceremony tomorrow evening, make sure you have turned in your permission forms signed by your parent as soon as possible.
Now let's go to Mrs. Zoo to hear about winter in Sacramento.
If you've driven past Cal Expo at night lately, you may have seen it lit up like, well, Christmas. Winter Wonderland is back, and the theme is Magic of the Seasons. Winter Wonderland is 17 acres of beautiful illuminated structures, some as high as 7 stories. They use 100 tons of steel and over 200,000 feet of silk to make them. In addition to all the pretty lights, you can enjoy ice dancers in the Circle of Light on Ice show, an ice skating rink, carnival rides, and a variety of food booths. Winter Wonderland is open from 3 till 10 until January 3rd. You can purchase 50% off tickets at most Walgreens, and you can find other deals online at Living Social. If you're looking for a new tradition, I recommend it, but be sure to bundle up. It gets cold.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ice acrobats of the Circus of Light!
If you go to Winter Wonderland at Cal Expo, I hope you enjoy it. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Zuzu.
Hey sports fans, the first ever Toby Johnson Night at the Kings is being held on Saturday, January 23rd.
But that's not all. Your ticket allows you to watch 2 games, not just one. You'll be able to watch our own girls and boys basketball teams take on the Catherine Elviani Falcons. Go Jags!
But wait, there's more. The purchase of the ticket gives you a chance to high-five part of the Slow down. Gives you a chance to be part of the high-five tunnel when the Kings players run through. The cost of the ticket is $30. The proceeds from the ticket will benefit Toby Johnson Athletics.
The deadline to purchase the ticket is Friday, December 18th. Download the flyer from School Loop. There are no refunds.
Tickets for Friday's performance of Elf Jr. have sold out. Renaissance students, check to see if you've been selected to attend for free. Claim your ticket with Mrs. Kincaid and MC6 ASAP. One final thing. It's time to announce Yearbook and Leadership's 5 days of giveaways winners.
Will 7th grader Diana Gadashan and 8th grader Sierra Medina please go to Mrs. Zoo's room, MC10, to select your gifts.
Speaking of prizes, some Star Wars prizes were won yesterday on yesterday's show, but some of the prizes weren't picked up.
Okay. Can Michael R., 7th grader, and Isaac N.V., 8th grader, please come up and get your posters in MC10, that's Mrs. LaChapelle's room, and Miguel M. and Josh R., both 7th graders, you have 2 tickets to pick up. So go to MC10 right now. You will
MC9.
go to MC9. MC9, La Chapelle.
Zoo.
Yeah, thanks, Sue.
Hey, Shylin, what did you ask Santa for?
Perhaps a better third period class.
Dang! That's it for today's show.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of
First Things First on TJTV. I'm Miss Spinelli. It's National Chocolate Covered Anything Day.
Ew. And I'm Mr. Shylin. Good luck on your second and third period finals.